Well, the Buffalo Bills go to 3-0 for the first time since 2011 as they get a nice win today. I know it wasn't really pretty. They should have blown them out, but I'll take a win any day. I'll take a win though. But they beat the Cincinnati Bengals 21-17 today at New York Field at the home opener. I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals, they scared us today, and they almost beat us today. So I mean, a nice win to go to 3-0 for the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna break down everything here on Fox 7. We're gonna start in the late first quarter. Um, the Bills go 7 plays, 60 yards, and Allen drives down the field and throws a 1-yard touchdown pass to Dawson Knox, who had a big game today. And it made it 6-0 Buffalo. They were trying to go for the extra point, but there was a penalty on it going against the Bengals, so they moved it from the 2-yard line to the 1-yard line, which means some costly penalties for the Cincinnati Bengals on the drive. There was roughing the passer on the drive as well. There was some costly mistakes by the Cincinnati Bengals in their first in the touchdown drive for the Buffalo Bills. And I mean, it allowed the Bills to score a touchdown and to make a 2-point conversion. And on that 2-point conversion, Allen threw to who did he throw it to? He threw it to Beasley for a completion, and it made it 8-0 Buffalo after that. So a weird scoring of 8-0. You don't see that often. Just a costly mistake by the Cincinnati Bengals. They had too many men on the field. Very costly mistake by the Cincinnati Bengals, and it cost them another point. It made it 8-0 Buffalo after that. And then the Bills stopped the Bengals, and then after that, the Bills go 10 plays, 61 yards, and they and House Money kicked a 34-yard field goal to make it 11-0 Buffalo lead. So makes it 11-0. So there you go. In the second quarter. So 8-0 Buffalo after one, and after the second quarter, after the field goal made it 11-0 Buffalo, and then in the second quarter, this is when some more miscues started to happen. Bengals, they fumbled. It's scooped up by the Bills, and then the Bills won with a short field drive to drive the ball again in the red zone this time. That C.J. Yeldon fumbled the ball, and it was picked up by Cincinnati, and there you go. I mean, the defense played very well today. The defense continued to play lights out in the first half, but then it got a little shaky in the second half. We'll touch on that in a little bit here on Fox 7. But some costly miscues by both teams today. For the Bengals, it was penalties and turnovers. For the Bills, it was turnovers and a couple of penalties here and there. But I mean, it was costly turnovers. I mean, it's turnovers. They faked themselves out. I mean, Josh Allen, he didn't have his best game. He didn't have his best game today, but he did all right. But he did okay. I mean, Allen. I mean, he wasn't at his best today. He throwing some very, very weird passes. I understand the offensive line wasn't at his best either today, but I mean, he had a ton of pressure on him today, so I'll blame that on the offensive line. But Josh Allen, I mean, he was throwing like from his back leg, and on the deep passes after the turnovers, on the deep passes, I mean, he didn't really do anything, you know? I mean, he just threw it deep and overthrew. He was either underthrown and overthrown a couple of plays. It should have been picked off by the Bengals, but I mean, the Bills caught a couple of big breaks today. They were not at their best today. I don't know if they're looking too much ahead. They said, "Oh, we're gonna walk through the Bengals." I mean, this wasn't easy today. It wasn't easy this week today, but they got it done. I don't know how they did it, but they got it done today. So after the fumble, made it 11 after the fumble by the Bills. The Bengals went 3 and out. I mean, and Dalton, he wasn't really bad. He was horrible today too. And then we'll go, and then after the punt, the Bills go 6 plays, 17 yards. Huska makes a 45-yard field goal to put the Bills up 14-0, and that was your score at halftime. But before the half, the Bills, driving down the field, they should have had a field goal in this one, but they had a missed field goal. Just clock management. This is just easy mistakes you are making. You had time to throw it down the sideline, but instead they take a shot deep at the end of the half. I don't really understand that. And then you bring out Housecock for a 62-yard field goal attempt, which is I understand Steven Housecock is house money, but I mean 62 yards, that's putting a lot of pressure on Steven Housecock right there. And he missed it. It's not his fault. I mean, just some play calling I don't really understand from Sean McDermott. He took a shot. Maybe it was Brian Dable, I don't know. But, Josh Allen took a shot deep at the end of the half. I understand he had the guy down there wide open, but still, you should take a shot down the sideline so you can have better field goal position for Housecock. But instead they go deep, it's overthrown, and now you have to make a long field goal attempt, which I mentioned. They miss it, and you go into halftime 14-0. I didn't really understand that. I don't really understand the play calling on that at the end of the half. You had plenty of time left, too. You could have taken it along the sideline, make it a little bit of a shorter field goal attempt for Housecock, but oh well, there you go. So it's 14-0 Bills at the half. 14-0 Bills at the half. And then just kick things off. This was a sloppy game overall today. By both teams. Showed it. Bengals started both teams started the half going 3 and out. And then Andy Dalton throws an interception to Davis Wright. So a nice catch by Davis Wright, and then the Bills, they get it right back. Allen, he was under pressure, he was trying to throw for his back leg, and he just picked off. Trying to throw it to Beasley, trying to make something out of nothing, but I would just take the sack there. I would just take the sack there. There was just, it was really, it was terrible today. Sometimes it was really painful to watch from Josh Allen today. He needs to step this game up if he wants to beat New England next week. Yes, the Bills will have to play New England next week. Good luck. That should be really fun. These are easy mistakes you can correct, and hopefully they can correct these mistakes next week. But then after that, after the turnover, the Bengals, they take advantage on that. They get their first points of the game. They go a short field, 3 plays, 22 yards, and then Dalton just runs it right up the middle for a 1-yard touchdown. And he puts the Bengals on the board, cuts the lead in half, 14-7. The Bengals, they were right away. They were trying to win this game. That interception kind of changed the momentum of the game with the Cincinnati Bengals part. And it allowed the Cincinnati Bengals to come back in this game, which they did. And they had a lead at this point, too. And after that, after the touchdown, Bills, they go 6. They cannot do anything on offense, and they have to punt it back to Cincinnati. And on that drive, Cincinnati, they go 11 plays, 82 yards. Probably one of their best drives of the day. And they tie things up 14-14 with a 1-yard touchdown pass to Joe Mixon. The Bills, they gave it away. You cannot make these silly mistakes. Allen made a silly mistake. He did that a couple of times today. Making silly mistakes. You cannot have that. And there you go. Um, then after that, we go into the fourth quarter. So it makes it, we're tied at 14 after the third quarter. Actually, it was 14-7 and made it 14-14 to start the fourth quarter. And then after the touchdown, they give it back to the Bills. Bills get it back, but they still can't do anything on offense. They give it back to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati goes 9 plays, 60 yards, and Randy Bullock kicks a 43-yard field goal, and boom, just like that, 17 unanswered, Cincinnati's on top. I mean, these are silly mistakes. You have to take advantage of those your opportunities, and the Bills did not do that today, and this is how they gave it up. I mean, this should have been a draw early too. I mean, this game, the Bills should have never been down in this game. I understand they won. I mean, I'll take it. A win is a win, but these are just silly mistakes that you can easily correct. The Bills, hopefully they learn from this. I think they will, but hopefully they do. But then the Bills, after the field goal to give the Cincinnati Bengals the lead, the Frank Gore helps the Bills. The Bills drive down 7 plays, 78 yards, and Frank Gore runs it in for a 1-yard touchdown, puts the Bills up 41-17. On the middle of a play on that drive, a 50-yard pass from Josh Allen to Dawson Knox, who had himself a huge game today. I mean, he's like a horse, like someone said on the post-game show. I mean, he's like a horse. I mean, he did some nice blocking last week, and then he catches and he acts like Gronk, pushed not to defend his over, winning the ball after the play, and he catch a big 50-yard pass to put the Bills into Cincinnati territory at the 29-yard line, and I mean, very nice job for the Buffalo Bills, and that was a big play on that one, because it allowed the Bills, I mean, they didn't have a tight end like this last year. They had Charles Clay last year. Charles Clay. And he was terrible, and now he's gone, and there you go. But, then, makes it 21-17. Bengals don't go down the field to Bills territory, and then Andy Dalton is not clutch, and, when he's on the spotlight, because, I mean, he was to help us put him in the playoffs, but he wasn't today, because he throws a tip throw interception by Tre'Davious White. Does a very good job on that, and there's your ball game, seal the deal for the Buffalo Bills. So, my player of the game today, I'm going to go with Dawson Knox. He did a very good job today, and I'm going to go with Dawson Knox for my player of the game. You could have gone with Frank Gore with that touchdown run. You could have gone with Tre'Davious White on the defensive side of the ball. But I'm going to go with Dawson Knox. He had himself a huge game today. And give credit to Frank Gore, too. He had a nice game, too. The Bills, they had Devin Singletary today. So, very nice job by Frank Gore to step things up. Frank Gore and C.J. Yeldon, although Yeldon did have a fumble in this game. Oh well. So there you go. Let's take a look at some stats from today's game. If they pop up here. This is what will pop up today. I don't know why this isn't working, but we're going to take a look at the player stats, and then I'll try to take a look at the team stats from today's game. At least with how much yards we had. I don't really know how much because this thing is buffering a little bit, so I'll try to pull up on the other thing. So the Bills go to 3-0, as I mentioned before. It's tough to broadcast here at Fox 7. Passing-wise, Josh Allen, he had himself a very nice game. Throws over 200 yards again. He went 23 for 36, 243 yards, a touchdown pass and a pick today. Rushing wise, Frank Gore had 14 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown run for him. Allen had 9 carries, 46 yards. Yeldon, 8 carries, 30 yards for him. Isaiah McKenzie, 3 carries, 10 yards for him. Receiving wise, Dawson Knox, 3 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown catch for him. John Brown, who did a very nice job today as well. He had himself a nice game. 4 catches, 51 yards. Cole Beasley had 8 catches, 48 yards for him. He's the short guy. He's the short guy who always catches short passes. So, very good job by Cole Beasley. Zay Jones, 2 catches, 33 yards for him. Let's see. Fumbles, Yeldon had 1 fumble loss. Micah Hyde and Jordan Porter on the defensive side both had a forced fumble. Let's see. Christmas doesn't want to wake up today. Trying to look at the team stats from today's game. Like how many yards we had. But unfortunately, this isn't working today. Of course, I had to do it at the wrong time. But let's take a look at the defensive side. Trey Day had 2 picks today. Very good job by him. Let's take a look. What else? Defense. Jordan Phillips had a sack today along with Kevin Johnson. Houseguy went 2 for 3 on a field goal. His longest field goal made was 45 today. Extra points was 1 for 1 for him. Punting, Corby Horncrest did very good today. We did have Audrey Roberts coming back for the kickoff return. Kickoff and punt return for him. Let's take a look at the Cincinnati side of things. Apologize, this isn't really working today. We're trying to do the box score so I can tell you how many yards we had today. Try to take a look here. Here at Fox 7. Oh, here we go. We got it here at Fox 7. There we go. Passing, let's go to the Cincinnati side of things. Andy Dalton went 20 for 36, 249 yards passing, 1 touchdown and 2 picks. Andy Dalton, that majority of those 249 yards came up in the second half. So, Bills defense, he did a very good job in the first half, but not really much happening going their way in the second half until the end of the game. Rushing wise, Joe Mixon went 15 carries, 61 yards for him. Andy Dalton, 1 carry, 1 yard, and a touchdown. Let's go to receiving now. Tate, he had 6 catches, 88 yards for him. Tyler Boyd, you know him. If you're a Bills fan, he was the guy who caught the ball and sent the Bills to the playoffs. There you go. He had 6 catches, 67 yards today. Joe Mixon had 2 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown catch as well. John Ross is the one who had that fumble loss, along with to Tate. Brandon Wilson recovered the forced fumble, along with Sam Hobart. Go to the defensive side for the Cincinnati Bengals. Gio Atkins had the 1 sack today for Cincinnati, and that was it today. Randy Bullock, 1 for 1 on a field goal, and 2 for 2 on the extra points. Let's take a look now at the Moore's team stats, the overall. First downs, the Bills dominated that side, 25 to 17 in favor of Buffalo. Third down efficiency, Cincinnati went 3 for 11, Bills went 5 for 13. There was nobody who went on 4th down today. Total yards, Bills wrapped up 416 yards today, so very nice to see. Bengals had 306 yards for them. Yards per play, that was pretty much even. Passing yards, Bills won that, 241 to 239. Rushing yards, Bills had a 175 to 67. Bengals threw 2 picks. Bills had 1 pick, as I mentioned before. Yards per pass, that was going to even at 6. Sacks and large loss. 2 sacks for today for the Bills defense. Both of them were 10-yard loss. And there are 1 sack allowed by the Bills offensive line. Very nice. That was only 1 today. Penalties, Bengals had 8 for 54, and the Bills had 7 for 55, so there you go. Let's take a look more. Bills dominated time of possession as well, 36-54 for them, 23-06 for the Cincinnati Bengals. So there you go. Turnovers, Bills allowed 4 turnovers today, so there you go. Nice job, 2 fumbles and 2 picks for the Buffalo Bills, and they had 2 turnovers themselves. So they have to clean up the turnovers. They have to clean up the turnovers. They have to clean up that. Also, attendance. Let's take a look at that before we get out of here for today. There are 69,448 people at New Era Field today for the Bills home opener. It was packed down there at Orchard Park. So there you go. Let's take a look at the AFC East standings. You're going to like this if you're a Bills fan. 3-0. Tied for first place for the division with, of course, the New England Patriots. Miami and the Jets are both 0-3. So there you go. And Bills play New England next week at home. That should be fun. So you got to put up the defense. I'll get a little bit better on offense, but other than that, I'll take a win any day. But you gotta finish off drives. Do not turn the ball over at your own end. But I mean, I'll take a victory any day. I mean, the Bills win 21-17 over the Cincinnati Bengals. I know it should have been more, but I'll take a win any day. And now it's time for the New England Patriots Hate Week, and we will have you covered one by one. Amy is done with the NFL. We'll see what happens. Also, big injury suffered today. John Feliciano, he suffered a big injury today, so unfortunately, we don't have an update for you right now, but hopefully he will not be out for really long, because, I mean, he was doing very, very well until he got injured. Justin Bridge wraps us up this video. The Buffalo Bills are 3-0 for the first time since 2011. They have the New England Patriots next week at New Era Field, which should be really fun. So I will have you all covered for it right here on the Fox 7. So we'll have the picks of the week coming up next Wednesday, and we'll talk to you again soon, unless there's any updates to anything that's going on around the league. But that's it. So thank you everybody for watching. The Buffalo Bills are 3-0. I'm satisfied with that. And it's New England Hate Week coming up next week. Here at New Era Field. And that's see you there, everybody. Have a great day. Go Bills. Nice win today. Although it wasn't pretty, I'll take it though. See you everybody. Have a great day.